And so what we have here is something that is a better truck than a truck, while also being a better sports car than a sports car, in the same package. So, first of all, let's, they talk about how, trucks are tough. That's one of the defining characteristics of a truck. So, how tough is this truck? Let's find out. So, we actually had to come up with a special, ultra-strong, Tesla-designed steel alloy. So this alloy, this metal did not exist before. We needed something that you could actually manufacture, but that would have basically no corrosion, that didn't need paint, but you can still make it in volume. And part of the reason that it has this angular shape is you can't actually stamp these body panels. The body panels would break the stamping machine. So, and I should say also, because of the steel exoskeleton, it actually has more torsional rigidity than a sports car. It has more torsional stiffness than a McLaren P1. So that's a big deal.
Tesla is a company that defies expectations. It challenges the status quo and disrupts the established players. Tesla also creates products that people love and admire. Products that align with a clear and compelling mission to accelerate the world's transition towards sustainable energy. This video explores the potential of these interesting products and how they made Tesla a top pick for smart investors.
When we say like the CyberTrucks being rolled out now, I mean, it's really just a handful of trucks, but it's better than what it was before, which was, it's been zero. It's been delayed for a while, and so finally we're getting to see it. But, in 2019, this was a real kind of novel concept. No one thought an electric vehicle could be a truck, could haul heavy stuff. It was sort of like an SUV/truck. But can you remind us about kind of the splashy, but also somewhat disappointing launch of the CyberTruck?
Yeah, sure. So it was back in 2019. Lots happened since then, but Elon Musk came out and he unveiled what he said was supposed to be a dystopian electric vehicle that was meant to be ripped right out of like the movie Blade Runner. And it certainly seemed to kind of fit that description. It was very angular. It was very shiny because it was made of stainless steel. It was unlike anything else that was out there. And then nothing happened for a very long time. Production was supposed to start in 2021, but obviously a lot sort of conspired to delay that production and those deadlines. And now we're finally starting to see production kickstart, and customers are starting to receive the very first CyberTrucks that are rolling off the assembly line. And it looks much the same way that it did 4 years ago. There have been a few differences. It's a lot more expensive than it was originally when it was announced in 2019, and has a little bit less range, but it certainly still fits that dystopian post-apocalyptic vibe that Musk is going for.
Right.
Tesla has risen to dominate the EV industry within a few years, with a major focus on revenue generation, car deliveries, and growth in other parts of its business. The automaker has also been delivering profits for more than 2 years straight, and building a cash position of over $18 billion, with very little debts incurred. Tesla did this despite the persistent challenges with supply chain, chip shortages, and the recent pandemic, which all affected operations in some factories. And now the car company is about to witness another exponential growth, and this time, it's because of the Cybertruck. Tesla's stock is the top pick for a lot of investors who can't get over the massiveness of the Cybertruck, and we think it's just the beginning. Take a look.
It's a historical moment for Musk and Tesla in terms of not the launch of Cybertruck. What that means is another growth, what I view as a growth vehicle, but really this is part of the halo effect. I mean, it's something where I think Tesla, not just investors in the industry, have been waiting for, and I view this as the next phase of the Tesla growth story. It's Cybertruck, and then eventually there's going to be the sub $30,000 vehicle, and I think a handful of other cars that where this is all heading.
So, as we talk about the Cybertruck, and I know there's no delivery numbers expected for 2024, could it most likely be a winner overall? I mean, I know it doesn't feed the bottom line as much, but it's a brand thing, right? It's super cool, it's bulletproof, it's made of steel, it won't dent. Everybody's going to want one. Is that what we're getting at, even though maybe some people won't admit they think it's ugly?
Yeah, look, I mean, Tesla's been here before, right? I mean, many for the last decade have, I think, been doubters and been proven wrong again and again by the Tesla growth story led by Musk. And here it's on the edge, at least from a design perspective, but it's millions of reservations. Now, look, let's say 40, 50% of those convert. This is going to be steady state in the 25 to 250,000 vehicles per year.
At first, it was all just speculation that Tesla's Cybertruck was close to hitting the market. For instance, Cybertruck finally got closer to launching, and some drivers had started spotting them out in the wild. Similarly, Tesla was also spotted shipping at least 2 Cybertrucks by truckload, and a few electric pickup trucks as well, all of which seem to be destined towards crash testing. While none of these didn't really prove anything imminent of the Cybertruck and its imminent coming, there were some early signs in the wild though. Something that's actually common ahead of any Tesla launch. The Cybertruck was no exception, and in the last month of 2023, Tesla launched its first pickup truck. Hey guys, welcome back to Tesla Tomorrow. Tesla's commitment to innovation is evident in every facet of the Cybertruck, from its exoskeleton design to bulletproof windows. This electric powerhouse showcases Tesla's unrelenting pursuit of pushing boundaries. The Cybertruck isn't just about brawn though, it's a tech marvel too. With Tesla's full self-driving technology at its core, the Cybertruck promises a level of autonomy that could revolutionize the way we think about transportation. No doubt the journey to bring Cybertruck to market hasn't been without its challenges. From supply chain issues to production delays, Tesla's had to navigate a complex landscape. But the car company's resilience and determination has kept the Cybertruck on track. Before we carry on, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to keep up to date on everything going on with Tesla.
Tesla right now still a decent amount below where we're at, $210, a fair value rating, a narrow moat as you describe it. It does seem like the Cybertruck maybe was a way to make sure that moat didn't get even narrower, right? Because this time they're not in front leading on this category.
Exactly. Tesla does not enjoy the first mover advantage for an EV truck. They're not the incumbent. So, it's upon them to make the case to consumers who are considering a Ford F-150 Lightning or considering a Rivian to instead buy the Cybertruck. The design, while it's pretty polarizing, may win some customers who like the different design versus classic trucks. But then the performance specs, I think Tesla really wanted to make sure that they were leading the pack as far as the fast acceleration and the heavy towing that can really win the case that this is a truck worth buying.
The Cybertruck is one of the most anticipated vehicles of the decade. Ever since its unveiling in 2019, the electric pickup truck has generated a lot of buzz and controversy for its futuristic design, impressive performance, and ambitious features. But after several delays and challenges, the Cybertruck is finally ready to hit roads in 2023. Tesla claims that the Cybertruck will be unlike any other design on the market, a stainless steel body, glass roof, and a spacious interior. The truck will also have a tri-motor setup with a single motor in the front and 2 in the rear, allowing for instant torque vectoring and fine control over each wheel. The Cybertruck has so many unique features that it makes Tesla and Elon Musk so sure that the Cybertruck's going to outperform the Porsche 911 in a drag race, even when towing another 911 behind it. The truck will also be able to handle off-road terrain with an adaptive air suspension system, a higher ground clearance, and a lower center of gravity. Cybertruck has also received millions of pre-orders, even though some critics have questioned its safety, durability, and practicality, as well as the feasibility of producing such a complex vehicle at scale. The Cybertruck is a bit of a gamble for Tesla, as it tries to enter a new segment of the market, and it also tries to appeal to different kinds of customers. The truck is also a statement of Tesla's vision for the future, as it aims to disrupt the status quo and challenge the norms of design and engineering. Whether or not the Cybertruck's going to live up to this hype or fall short of expectations remain to be seen. But one thing is certain, this truck will not go unnoticed. So think about it, there's so much hype around the Cybertruck, how is the market going to react when it finally launches its robotaxi?
Says it's possible that he could launch that fleet this year. We think it's more like last year. But the robotaxi fleet is really going to be, or the robotaxi service is going to be, from a margin point of view, more like a SaaS business. And so we think that it's very smart to maximize units because they have so much option value now.
Imagine a world where you can earn money from your car while you work, sleep, or go on vacations. This is the story of the CyberTruck and how the robotaxi platform is poised to be revolutionary for the company and, of course, Tesla investors. The robotaxi is an exciting project that is sending shockwaves through the engineering and technology industries. And while it is evident that the race to self-driving cars remains a hot topic, there is also almost a fact here that Tesla is at the forefront of full self-driving technology. Investors often prefer real stocks, so many choose Tesla. However, the stock market is constantly changing, and it is also important to stay prepared for a sudden change in market conditions. However, Tesla investors are also aware that the market challenges that car companies face are pretty much a known risk, and many still believe that for Tesla. And they also think that uncertainty is a short-term problem and not a long-term one. Tesla's robotaxi aims to launch the automaker's vision into reality by having FSD-equipped Tesla vehicles that act as self-driving cars, picking up and dropping off passengers as needed. Also, by using the sharing economy, Tesla's robotaxi platform will help to significantly increase the cost of vehicle ownership when it comes to Tesla cars. But that's just a general note. Let's look at the bigger picture. How will this affect Tesla stock? The robotaxi platform has the potential to create new revenue streams for Tesla. Think of how millions of Tesla cars on the road can make money for both Tesla and its car owners. The profits from the robotaxi platform could also cover the cost of the vehicle itself, making Tesla vehicles available to more consumers. Likewise, Tesla's robotaxi platform isn't just about sharing rides, but it's also about collecting data. The more Tesla cars on the road, the more data Tesla can collect for its self-driving algorithms, and this could further strengthen the company's position as a leader in autonomous vehicle technology. So how can Tesla ensure that its robotaxi platform is the best it can be? Well, let's find out.
Elon Musk has always, both raised caution and sort of pushed the boundaries of AI forward in his work. So he's, spoken out a number of times about how we should be careful. He even said that he could potentially launch a ChatGPT competitor at some point. So I guess I'm not surprised to hear the concerns, but in this case, again, I think for Tesla in particular, the opportunity is really in robotaxi. And we're actually seeing early signs that autonomous driving is already safer than humans. So at Tesla's Investor Day, they released the accident rate per million miles driven in the full self-driving beta software for the first time. If you adjust that rate for city streets, because up until the most recent release, that's really where the FSD beta software worked, is on city streets. It would suggest that a Tesla in FSD is roughly 5 times safer than a Tesla driven by a human. So again, I think this is a company that has both the data set and the capability to prove to regulators that this technology is safer. Now, will it be regulated? Yes. But I think that cities and regulators should all be on board for this technology because we think it'll be 80% safer than a human. And again, we're already seeing the early signs of that with the assisted driving technologies.
When do you think the market will realize the value in all of this, Tasha?
So, I think over the next 5 years, we should actually be publishing an updated Tesla price target very soon. But if you look at our 2026 forecast, it would suggest that Tesla's price could top, $1,000 per share by 2026. So that's up from roughly 200 today. So again, I think, autonomous driving as a whole could be a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity over the next 5 years. So even, getting a small share of that market would be extremely meaningful for a player like Tesla. And we really see them as in the lead here.
Do you think that they can capture the mass market as well with their price points, with the autonomous products that they roll out? And also, just a quick take on the backlash that this whole AI drive is seeing right now.
I'm so glad you asked about price points, because that's actually the most exciting piece of this technology. The reason that autonomous driving will be so innovative is because it's lowering the price per mile to get around. So right now, on average, the cost to drive a personal car in the US is about 70 cents per mile. We think the price of an autonomous taxi at scale could be as low as 25 cents per mile, although there'll be support for higher price points. So that would suggest that all over the globe, including places like China, where ride-hail's already pretty inexpensive, autonomous travel should be cheaper. It should open the market to people who are not in the ride-hail space today, to consumers that are not in the ride-hail space today. And it'll completely change how we get around, how we receive our goods. It'll change everything.
Tesla's continued efforts to produce more vehicles and expand its fleet are essential to the success of its robotaxi platform. And as the car company improves its FSD technology, prototypes its vehicles, and focuses on user experience and safety, the robotaxi platform could be a model for future mobility. User experience and a commitment to safety are some of the utmost important factors for Tesla, and Tesla ensures that passengers are comfortable and safe while riding in their robotaxi. Of course, no new project comes without challenges, so Tesla must work closely with regulators in order to navigate the legal and safety aspects of large-scale deployment for robotaxi vehicles. And in the long run, we expect this to have a significant impact on Tesla stock. Choosing the best investment for your technology business is one move that you will always appreciate. According to Tesla bull Chamath Palihapitiya, there are 3 stages in the development of the technology business, and the current stage that the robotaxi is in can take up to 5 to 10 years. However, with multiple markets, Tesla can increase its revenue and profitability. The automaker is well aware of the growing competition in its industry, and it knows that it's got to do more to maintain that position as a leading electric vehicle company in the industry. Therefore, as Tesla continues to push the boundaries of technology, its long-awaited robotaxi project points towards a bold path for the future, where autonomous transportation is not a common theme but an everyday reality. The platform promises to revolutionize transportation, create new revenue streams, and impact Tesla stock for a long time. In a world where autonomous cars are commonplace, we look to a future with fewer accidents, less traffic, and better access. This is the driving force behind self-driving cars, and Tesla's innovative approach has not only changed the world of transportation, but the technology of its projects. What do you think, though? Let us know down below, and don't forget to tell us what your valuation of Tesla is. And if you want to know more about what Tesla's been up to over the last few days, go ahead and click on this next video on your screen. See you there.